as you're aware, I've been celebrating my 50th birthday since January. Well, last Sunday was my actual birthday. And now that I am 50, I have given a moment to reflect about this whole process that I've been going through for the succulent wife. And I've come to 6 conclusions. The first one is that it is fun focusing on myself. I am having a great time focusing on myself. But more importantly, I realize that I have to focus on myself. I think about when flight attendants go through the safety procedures. They talk about when the oxygen mask comes down to always put yours on first and then help somebody else. That's not a bad way to live. That we need to focus on ourselves if we are going to have a good relationship with our children or a good relationship with our husbands or our friends. We need to feel good about ourselves. We need to pamper ourselves. And we need to do things that we enjoy doing. The second reflection that I've had is that I realize that I am far more vibrant and confident and courageous than I really thought I was. I have, through this process, have overcome a lot of fears and insecurities. And I realize that I am far stronger, independent, and motivated to try new things. Once we overcome our fears, it's amazing how our whole life expands. And it is extremely empowering when you need to push yourself a little bit to do things. Turning 50 has pushed me to live life more to its fullest. And it has a lot to do with my second point about overcoming fears. But it's more than that. It's once you are a half a century years old, you realize how short life is, and that there's no time to waste anymore. That this is a time where we do need to live life at the fullest, and so I am. On that note, also is about turning 50 in itself, and it's important to embrace getting older. I have met through this process a lot of women who have silently had their 50th birthday with not too much to do, and have moved on to the next day and continue to go on. When we dig in our heels and we refuse to look at where we are at, it shows. It shows in our manner, it shows in the way we carry ourselves, the way we project ourselves into the world. Which brings me to my 5th point. I do not want to relive my past. I do not want to be 30 again. I do not want to be in my 40s. And I look at photos of myself when I was in my 30s and my 40s, and I remember when these pictures were taken, and I remember thinking, oh, I wish I'd lost 5 pounds, or oh, I hate my thighs, or oh, my hair, I never liked my hair. And I realized, what a waste of time. I wasted so much time wishing that I had something different, or wishing that I had, was able to do something different, rather than just being comfortable in my own skin. And so turning 50 has really taught me a lesson just to be comfortable with who I am and where I'm at. My 6th and final reflection is really about my own mother. When she turned 50, I was 13 years old, and I remember feeling like I had such an old mother, that she had me when she was 37, and I was embarrassed. I was embarrassed the way she dressed. I was embarrassed about her hair and how she, presented herself out in the world. All my friends' parents or mothers were really young. They all wore jeans, and it was the early 70s. They all had long hair, and they all looked really cool. My mother would look silly with long hair and wearing jeans. But the one lesson that my mother did teach me, now that I am 50, is to be comfortable with who I am, and not to compare myself to other moms or other people out there. My mother knew who she was at 50 years old, and she was comfortable with who she was. And I have a lot of respect for that. So I want to thank my family and my friends for helping me celebrate this milestone birthday with me for the last 6 months and to continue to celebrate for the next 6 months. I'm honored and blessed to have each and every one of you in my life, and being there for me as I go through this process.